Welcome back, guys, and welcome to another episode of this GGBO 2023 scratch build. Today I need to put some of the finishing touches on this base in preparation for the finish. I need to make the truss access and truss cover, the control cavity cover, and some engraving. As always, my name is Lars and this is the Building of Ulfr. The base is almost completed and I'm liking this. It tends to be one of my lightest instruments. This is very light actually. It's well balanced, and if I do my math correctly, this should remain balanced because I will put as much weight on the top as here. But apart from that, right now I need to put some of the finishing touches before going through a really good sanding on this. My plan is to, before going any deeper on this, make the control cavity cover. So I will put this in place already, and then I will start sanding with the control cavity cover on. So then I need to work in the meantime while I will make the control cavity cover, the truss rod access, and I have to design the truss rod cover, and then I can put my engraving here on the back. I think that I will go for the same type that as Fenrir, so it will be pretty simple. And I'm right now toying with the idea of doing the engraving for the entire back, so arriving right, like maybe even right here actually. So that is the plan. But before doing that, I need to sand this thing and have it done. And before doing that, I need to do the control cavity cover. I have two ways of doing this. One is the easier way. I can use something like this. This is a piece of ash that I have from the fingerboard. I can use this and be done. No problem at all. But I am kinda an idiot, and I like the idea of actually doing the same thing that I did on there. So having the OSP even here. So it will be a slightly longer process, not very complicated because I already have everything laying around. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. This thing is dry now. I can actually round this thing and make it roughly of the right height. But first I want to work a little on the truss rod access. I'm thinking actually on using the router. Route out a little bit this channel. Probably I will go a little bit bigger. I will do this thing kinda slowly because I don't know how much bigger I want the channel. Okay, so I already have the channel done. I can just remove the material and be done. But also good news, from the time that I glued the top on this, there seems to be no glue on the truss rod. There is a good amount of glue on that truss rod access actually. That is a problem. Okay, now I feel much better. I do have both truss rod access working, and that's great. I can turn them, I can use them, which means that now I have to do two things. One is design this part, and the other is removing this material. From actually just recording, I spent the last week, after I finish this, it's now the right thickness, fits beautiful. I also put the magnet, nothing to word recording, and I put this little notch here. I did this with the router, actually it came out really good. I will do this like this next time always, and I can now take this away pretty easily. So that is done. I like this result, and I spent last week doing just two things. One was editing. I edit a lot, and I sanded this thing. This is sand at 320. And looks beautifully. This thing looks beautiful, and we will talk about how I will finish this in the next episode. But right now I just want to do for today two simple things. One is make the truss rod access. I actually have here the paper template that I did for this, and I just need to glue this in place. This will be a very simple shield-like design. It's a little bit thick. I want to beat this a little bit thinner. Right now is 4 millimeter, so I will probably take away 1 millimeter, and then I think that I will round a little the edge. So this should be slightly smaller than it is right now. But aside from that, I think that this fits. I actually do like this look. It's big but not too big, and here I think that I will put my logo, because I don't know where everywhere I don't know where to put it, so I think that I will put it right here. It should look good. In fact, let me check with the boss. Here I'll put the logo, as I said, and with this I have everything that I need for this. Now the last piece that I need to do is the engraving before the finish. But I will do that tomorrow, I think. And now a quick word from our sponsor, me. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to help me grow this channel, there are two ways of doing it. One is through Patreon, and for simply $2 a month you will not just directly support this channel, but also you will get early access to video, exclusive updates, Patreon only content. And the second way of doing it is to, well, buy one of my instruments. If you want one of the models that I designed over the course of this year and you want one for yourself, or you want a kit customization, contact me on Instagram at LastGraveGuitar or on this email right down below, and I will make the guitar of your dream. And now, let's back to the video. It's the next day and here I have the design for the back engraving. It's my usual design. It's the simple one. This is not as complicated as the one on tier, even though it will be longer. This time I decided to go from the nut to basically the end, because I will not do any back engraving on anything on the back apart from this. And what I will do now is do what I did on tier, which is my two-step process to make this engraving. One will be use this thing alongside with the hammer to punch some hole and following the black line that I have here. And I'm doing this because I know that this paper will just come out. I know for sure that this paper will come out if I'm starting to use the knife right away. This will be quite a long process. I have here the engraving done and it looks great. Now the last thing that I want to do in this video, the last bunch of things that I want to do in this video and before my camera ran out of memory, is a bunch of little jobs. One is to completely drill the hole for the tuner, for the thicker tuner. Then I need to work on the back cavity, on the control cavity, because here, as you can see, I don't have any hole for the control. And the last job for today will be to put the logo onto this. I will do these three jobs in a very quick montage. You will see that. And now, let's work. I almost forgot that I wanted to do other two things before moving on to the next episode. One is cut the excess here for putting the string holder. Okay, and now with the leveling beam and 180 I will bevel the frets. And I have an almost finished base here. I mount, just for testing, the jack and the volume knob. I have the engraving on the back. I have the truss rod cover with the logo on this, and this thing looks quite good. I actually love this build. It's very lightweight, very well balanced, and the look of it, I love it. I love the engraving here on the back. I love the general look of this, and I cannot wait to see this thing complete. But in any case, this video is done, and as always I would like to thank you, my subscriber, and everyone who wants to comment and engage. This GGBO is going well, I think, and yeah, I will see you in 2 weeks for putting the finish on this, and until then, bye.